This is Meltdown Live, presented by MyBookie.ag. Use code NEXTROUND at MyBookie.ag for double your initial deposit. You sign on to make a deposit, they double it with code NEXTROUND at MyBookie.ag. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere. MyBookie.ag.
We are the Meltdown here live with you on this Wednesday, and we have another DVD mystery movie box unboxing to get to here on today's episode. It is always an exciting time as we broadcast live from the Culver studio presented by MyBookie. I am Tim Melton. Joining me here in studio is the one and only Tyler Lionel Johns, the other half of the Meltdown. Mr. Tyler, how are you doing on this midweek edition of the show?
Oh, I'm doing well today. I've got a full belly full of onion rings and butter burgers, and it was a great lunch. Thank you, Joe.
Normally, when you say you look 10 pounds heavier than the day before, it's an insult, but not in this case because you're happily 10 pounds heavier based on all the onion rings that you were able to put down finally after talking about them incessantly all week long.
Yeah, I'm jolly.
Yes, always in a jolly mood. That is the one and only E.G. here with us.
Hey.
E.G., you're in a good mood today. You're in a good mood almost every day.
Pretty much.
How do you keep up a good mood so passionately? You and Ryan Brown almost never are upset.
Yeah. I think that is just the way the good Lord made us.
Okay.
Yeah. But you know what also helps it, though?
Yeah.
Having Culver's for lunch.
That's absolutely correct. As we have the man himself, Joe from Culver's here with us. Joe, how are you? Welcome back to the Meltdown, my friend.
I'm doing well. How are y'all doing today?
Doing fantastic. For those that don't know, Joe's a little bit of a cinephile. He's been looking at our big board here that we have up on display of our wish list for the DVD mystery box unboxing, and we're hoping to hit some of these. The only one we've hit so far is Derailed, which I love that movie. Clive Owen, Jennifer Aniston, really, I think, underrated sort of thriller. But other than that, I mean, it's open season right now. Who knows? Probably we'll get open season now that I put it in.
I love that movie.
Who knows? We do always ask the chat, please weigh in for what you think we're going to pull from the DVD mystery box while you guys are weighing in with your official picks, because we want to give you time to do that. We're going to talk a little bit more with Joe about Culver's because we're big fans here in the Culver studio, and I want to hear what you guys have going on at Culver's and maybe a little message for those that maybe have never tried Culver's and the difference of what Culver's provides compared to other restaurants in town.
Yeah, so right now it's chicken tender season at Culver's.
Yum.
So we're doing our buffalo tenders and our original tenders with our signature sauce, our boom boom sauce, and our ranch dressing. Can't go wrong with signature sauce though.
I agree that is the way to go.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Love the signature sauce.
Might be my only sauce in my fridge right now. And then we've got a special concrete mixer. We got Valentine's Day coming up.
Yum.
It's a chocolate sauce, raspberry, and vanilla custard.
I love it.
Tyler's
And
intrigued.
Dove pieces as well.
Can you do additional add-ins to that as well if you
do as
want?
many additional add-ins as you want to.
You know what I'm a kind of a sucker for is the chocolate cake add-in. Like it's like cut up chocolate cake that's in there.
Yeah, no, just straight chocolate cake pieces.
Fantastic. And you would never think that that would be something that would necessarily work. And don't tell me that's going away or anything.
It's not.
Okay, good.
I'm thinking that I need to probably try that now.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
That combination plus chocolate cake sounds awesome.
I think so. Definitely.
Now is that a Valentine's custard available as a milkshake? Because I always get a malt or a milkshake when I get the Culver's custard.
Yeah, so this is malt milkshake or concrete mixer through the end of February.
Okay.
I will be there later today or tomorrow.
There are two locations specifically that we always talk about. Tell everybody where they can find you right here in Central Alabama, because you're proudly associated with two different locations.
Yeah, so we've got the location at the Tattersall Park Shopping Center on 119 in Hoover, and then at the Stadium Trace Village Shopping Center in Hoover as well, off of Highway 150.
Awesome. Do you have a personal favorite, or are they both your children? You can't pick between the two.
Yeah, that's both children's
I understand.
scenario
I
there.
understand. I had a feeling that would be the case. We also figured out that you have a little bit of an itch for, I don't want to call it country music. It's really sort of alternative country. I mean, is that fair to say? That's sort of more your vibe?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
I think that's a fair assessment of my music taste.
I'm going to give you one artist or band to shout out right now that maybe isn't a top people's playlist or their mind that you think is a hidden gem that people need to add to their playlist. Who would that be in your opinion?
Wyatt Flores.
Oh, okay. Wyatt Flores.
There we go.
The list.
Gonna make it happen. Best song? Do you have one? That's what everybody's next question would be.
Not off the top of my head. No, I could not name a favorite.
Okay, I understand. Much like, with the Culver's locations, they're all your children. I got it. I
He's
hope you're
got a good song called Jailbreak with another up and coming, like off the beaten path country artist. That's the top of my playlist right now.
That's all I needed to know. All right. I don't know if you know how this works, Joe, but we have the audience right now weighing in. Everybody's weighing in with their opinions of what's going to be in the box. I think we need to kick things off with Brian Pavlik. He's going to be on the show with us tomorrow, by the way, here in the Culver studio. So we're looking very forward to having Brian back in. But he says any soccer movie whatsoever. That's a pretty.
That's a topic. That's not a movie.
Yeah, that's a whole genre.
To be fair, out of all the sports, that one is the one I would allow the most. Not because I played soccer, but because there are just so few soccer movies.
Yeah, I guess
compared to everything else.
I can name a couple of soccer movies right off the top of my head. There's was it The Big Green? Did you ever watch The Big Green? You know what I'm talking about, Joe.
I've not seen The Big Green.
I'm familiar with The Big Green.
Back me up here. The Big Green doesn't get talked about enough, but anyway, that's a soccer movie. And
Nick thinks we're gonna get Beetlejuice, and Smuff says he's waiting on a season of One Tree Hill or Dawson's Creek.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or maybe iRobot today.
Well, I'm going to show everybody the box, y'all. EG, feel free to commentate.
I'm so excited. So this is my favorite day of the week when we do these things because it's a surprise every time. Mystery box, 50 DVDs / Blu-rays. We've only had one box go over the allotted amount, and it was kind of the worst box. So if we stick to around 50, I feel like it'll be good. What is the weight feeling like, Tim? Heavy?
So in store, I moved several boxes off of this box to get to the bottom.
So you
of the
did
pack.
another bottom of the barrel.
And let me tell you, that's been my best success so far.
Yeah.
I don't want to give away all my secrets,
But
this one's heavy.
Okay.
But it feels more like quality compared to quantity. It feels more like there's TV seasons in this.
Oh.
So we'll see.
I'm so
excited.
excited.
Open it up. You guys talk amongst yourself. Tyler, do you have a prediction?
I'm
going Bride Wars again.
gonna go with a season of Pawn Stars.
Oh.
I would like to get some
Okay.
Pawn Stars in here because you never know what's gonna walk through that door.
Interesting. Here we go. Almost.
Still cutting the box.
The box cutter. Tim makes me nervous with a box cutter for a few reasons. He said me too. Playing Forge yourself is just a little.
I don't think I did that.
It definitely looked like it from over here.
This one is taped up.
This one, they did not want anybody taking a peek. So we have not looked. Here we go.
Blade is closed.
Everybody
Great.
ready?
Number one, I've got my tower space ready.
I'm hoping we got some good stuff in here.
This is my favorite day of the week.
Here we go. All right, first we are starting off with a movie with Robert Pattinson called Remember Me.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Don't remember this one. I'll tell you that. But Remember Me with Robert Pattinson looks like a chick flick.
Shocking.
But I mean, that is kind of shocking now. He's not really in a ton of them now. Pierce Brosnan's in this.
Oh, I
Don't
like
know
Pierce.
anything about
Yeah,
that.
he really blew up off of Twilight and being like that sort of heartthrob of the sort of mid to late 2000s. And then he said, you know what? I'm tired of it. I'm just going to make every weird indie art house sort of movie that gets offered my way.
We could have gotten a free poster redeemable by mail while supplies last. Offer expires September 30th, 2010.
Oh, well.
Just missed it.
That's not going to work.
Rats.
We've got the original Cape Fear with Gregory
okay.
Peck. I solid pull in my opinion.
Yeah, I've actually never seen the Gregory Peck Cape Fear. I've only seen the De Niro one.
Never seen it.
Aren't they remaking Cape Fear again? Cape Fear.
I've heard that, yeah.
Okay. Still don't know what we're going with here. Humphrey Bogart in Deadline USA. So some older stuff here.
Oh.
This is a theme of the box so far.
Humphrey Bogart's a classic. It's some classical Hollywood cinema there.
Yeah, classic film. 1952.
The 2-disc widescreen edition of Matrix Revolutions.
Revolutions was the second one, right?
I don't know. I don't like the
No, that
Matrix
was
series.
Reloaded. Revolutions is the third one.
I
That one's the not good one.
don't like any of the Matrix movies.
Well, yeah, that's true. You hate even the good Matrix movies.
Humphrey Bogart stars in the Kane Mutiny.
Oh no.
Kane Mutiny. So we're old school today. Old school today.
I mean, if we're pulling Humphrey Bogart, can we at least get like a 4K remaster of like Casablanca?
That would be great.
That would be sick.
I don't know. I don't know if I messed up my box or not. We're gonna see. So far, I'm underwhelmed. I don't.
Oh no.
2012.
Oh
Uh,
no.
I don't want to watch this
I don't
again.
know.
I didn't want to watch this in 2012.
Any thoughts on it? Did you see it?
I've seen it. I would never watch it again.
Yeah.
What I hate about this movie is there's a sequence where they're having to evacuate California, and they have a fake Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's doing the California. He's doing that.
Why didn't they just get the real one?
I don't know. Why didn't they just use some sort of footage or something? But it's a fake Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm like, that's not going to hold up.
Hey, it's
2025
sealed.
doesn't hold up. It is. This box so far,
Miss-
Hunter Bussey is cheeks so far.
This is bad. I'm hoping
What is
like
it?
we
Is that
see
Santa
like
Claus?
Shark's Tale or something.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas stars in "I'll Be Home for Christmas."
What?
This is
I think that might have been before my time because
yeah,
I'm not familiar with the Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
something good.
Email
Come on.
in.
Okay, not the worst thing in the world. Ray Fiennes and Kate Winslet star in The Reader.
What?
Now, yeah, it's an adult drama there. I hate that this is happening when Joe is here with us.
I know.
Really?
I hate that we're pulling the worst box imaginable.
Ooh, this disc is a little weird looking too.
Okay, let's not
Sorry.
gross Joe out completely, okay? He does have a life to live, and, you deserve better. I'm sorry. This is what we get with the mystery box, highs and lows.
Yeah, we had a high of high last week.
Oh, last week was
What is
awesome.
that?
Oh, no.
Oh no.
No.
What is it?
Power 90, 3 workout DVDs.
No, not the workout thing.
Sealed too.
Man.
That's not even opened.
Oh no.
3 powerful workouts on 1 DVD.
Oh,
Sculpt, Sweat, and Ab Ripper. Cheeks!
You know what? At
Ew.
least the cover art looks like they put more effort into it than the last set of exercise
This
tapes
is-
we got.
This is Beachbody, 2005.
It's what?
Beachbody. That was the company. That is so.
Okay, I thought you said beef body
No,
for a
beach
second,
bod.
and I was very confused.
Telling you, around Christmas, people are going to be getting some weird stocking stuffers from me. For sure. We've got The Hitman's Bodyguard.
Oh, I
This is-
hate this movie.
Okay, well, this is the one
Sorry.
I was going to say I was most excited that we pulled so far.
Yeah, I was about to say this might be the best thing we've gotten so
I
far.
think I
in
walked out
this
of that
box.
film.
Not a fan of this film. Justin Baldoni. Not a big fan of this one
Hmm.
because it
Yeah.
has Ryan Reynolds in it.
And wasn't the sequel to that called like the Hitman's Bodyguard's Wife?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tom Cruise is in Vanilla Sky.
Ugh.
There's about 1,000 Tom Cruise movies I would have preferred over this one.
Yeah.
Joe, I'm so sorry. Do you accept the apology?
Yeah, I'll accept it. I mean,
Start
It's
pre-looking through the
unfortunate.
boxes and make sure I pick a good one for you because obviously
I think this just means that Joe has to do another day of mystery boxes to hopefully get the full experience.
how many are we in right now?
Quite a bit.
Fifth?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
10.
11. I see
Oh,
11.
That's
This is not a good start.
No,
not
we
a good
could
start.
completely drastically turn it around though.
Nope.
oh
Nicole Kidman and Sean Penn in The Interpreter. I haven't seen this movie, so I can't tell you it's absolute garbage, but I'm telling you that I wouldn't have known this movie existed until I pulled it out of the office. The Interpreter, you ever seen that?
never heard of it.
Okay. This Culver's deserves better than this. Here we go.
It's okay.
Tommy Lee Jones and Kate Blanchett in The Missing.
Never heard of it.
It's
There's
very
been-
heavy.
there's been a real theme of like solid actors in just the most dog water looking movies. in this
Correct.
box.
Correct. Like IMDb, everybody's lowest rated thing is in this box.
Exactly.
What is happening? It was such a good day. It was such a good day. We had Culver's for lunch, and now I don't know what this is
I
for
guess you
dessert.
can't have too much of a good thing.
I would have rather gotten the Tom Cruise cocktail waiter movie over Vanilla Sky.
I actually like that movie.
Really?
Heather's.
Okay.
Heather's.
I like that movie a
Heathers?
lot.
We're improving.
Yeah, that's a solid movie.
We're improving. Called
is
the
that?
best high school black comedy ever made.
So it is a sort of dark comedy, e.g., where
Okay.
the unpopular kids they get bullied a lot, and so one of the popular kids, played by Winona Ryder, her name is Heather. She plots against the other popular Heathers in the school.
Okay.
Same
And
thing
it's,
again.
got Christian Slater. It's a solid movie. I really like it.
Oh. Reese Witherspoon and Mark Ruffalo in a movie called Just Like Heaven.
Never heard of it.
How are these movies existing? I mean, these are two notable performers.
Yeah.
This
Never.
box is breaking my spirit. This box is breaking my spirit.
Reese Witherspoon is enchanting.
Hugh Grant in 9 months.
Never seen it.
Yeah, Hugh Grant in 9 months.
Man, he has got some pearly whites on that cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hugh Grant.
Like, that is distracting.
Do you know about Hugh Grant's Tonight Show episode? Why it was so important?
No. What happened?
Cheated on his girlfriend with a paid escort,
Oh.
and
Ooh.
but his girlfriend at the time was the woman who was in Austin Powers, played Vanessa in Austin Powers.
Oh.
I can't remember her name though for some reason. She was in Bedazzled.
Is it
And
Heather Grant? Not
no,
Heather Grant.
Elizabeth
Elizabeth Hurley?
Hurley. Is it Hurley?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it is. But anyway, he cheated on Elizabeth Hurley. It's like, what are you doing, buddy? Hugh Grant. Anyway,
What we got?
what is this? Ghost World. There's a woman on the back with a pineapple on her head.
Oh, that usually means
What?
I don't know. Joe, at any point, if you want to leave at any point, I understand. This is painful. Nothing on the board, by the way.
wait, is
Yeah, nothing on the board, and I really have not heard of very many of these movies.
Guys. Oh.
wait, Scarlett Johansson is in this.
Elizabeth Hurley. Yeah, everybody's saying
What?
Elizabeth Hurley.
2001.
And Steve Buscemi.
Okay, we didn't get a soccer movie, but we got a golf movie, The Legend of Bagger Vance. So, Pavlik, you picked the wrong sport. Because if you'd said golf, we'd be giving you the points right now. That's a Will Smith movie. This box is horrible.
This is not another teen movie.
Not another teen movie.
Never seen that.
This is a spoof film.
As someone who likes the stupid teen comedies, I don't even like that one.
This is awful. We're getting questions about whether or not we can return the box for another one. The worst part is I'm in the store yesterday buying this box. And a guy walks up to me and goes, I've never gotten one of these boxes. Is it worth it?
Oh no.
I go, these things are awesome.
He took the good box.
These things are great. Yes, they will hit for you. He's like, I'm always concerned I'm going to just get a box full of stuff I don't want to watch. I'm in there.
Well,
I'm in there marketing all of this, going, it's wonderful. And then here we are. It's not going well. Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts in Notting Hill.
Oh.
Notting Hill.
Uh,
More, 90s Hugh Grant rom-com. Something good. Come on.
man, all these other choices have me like thinking I was too harsh on Vanilla Sky.
This is the best movie we've pulled so far.
Really?
Network. Have you
I've
ever seen
actually
Network?
never seen that one, but I've only heard good things.
This movie gets better over time. Every year that passes, this movie becomes more culturally relevant. Network is fantastic. Great movie.
okay.
So that's a big win.
Good.
Happy with that one. Maybe we're reversing things here.
Well, we're about halfway through.
Any words of encouragement, Joe?
Hope for the best.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The other Boleyn girl, Natalie Portman.
Oh.
I mean, I feel like someone was cleaning out their grandparents' house.
That is fair. Yeah, these are movies that I can't even resell, I don't think.
Natalie Portman and Scarlett Johansson box too. I feel like we've gotten a few of their
Is
films.
that supposed to be about like Aunt
And-
Boleyn?
Mhm. Oh no.
What did you just say? Feels like somebody's cleaning out their grandparents' house? Bette Midler stars in That Old Feeling.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm so sorry. Normally it's better than this, Joe. Come on now. Are people rooting for us or against us right now? I can't tell.
Probably against us because it's kind of fun if you get a bad box like this.
What's this? The Other Sister. I
I've
don't
never-
know this movie. The Other Sister.
Juliette Lewis, Diane Keaton, that Tom something.
Selleck?
Tom Skerritt
Oh,
and Giovanni Ribisi in The Other Sister. This is somebody in the world's favorite movie. I just want to point that out.
Oh, when you put it like that.
It's not on my list.
this is
What is happening?
Oh, that's
This
the
is
mom
bad.
from Father the No.
man. Even the other one with the exercise tapes had like Monsters University and stuff like that in it, and just stuff
We
we,
haven't got
knew.
any animated yet.
Elizabethtown.
Uh,
Elizabethtown.
What is that?
This one I've heard of. Orlando Bloom, Kirsten Dunst would have been early 2000s. Very early 2000s, if I had to guess. Well, 2005. So mid 2000s. And I don't know exactly what this movie's about, but I think they fall in love. So
It's
there's that.
it's an American romantic tragicomedy written and directed by Cameron Crowe. An aspiring young shoe designer gets fired, and his girlfriend leaves him.
Sad.
I'm good on that one.
Rowan Atkinson stars in Johnny English.
Yes.
You like this movie though? I love Mr. Bean.
I don't like Mr. Bean more.
This ain't Mr. Bean.
I know.
This is Johnny English.
Yeah, I know. I still like Johnny English, but I prefer Mr. Bean. But this is something we've at least heard of, Tim. And I like Rowan Atkinson in literally anything.
It's abysmal.
Joe, I don't want to be rude, but I think you're the problem. Everything was good till you got here, and I'm blaming you personally.
Maybe I am the problem.
The box is not trending well. We're going to do a couple more pulls here at least and see if we have to kick you out of the studio or not. Okay, so we're gonna check. But
That's fair.
right now, you're the bad luck charm, and I think you should know that.
Sorry, Joe.
Joe's like, what do I do? Okay. Inception.
Okay.
We're back on the board.
Did
Yeah, that's a good one.
All I had to
Did
do
we-
was
No, we got Insomnia up there.
yeah. Inception's not on the list. It is wrapped as well. Like this movie?
Yeah, it's good.
This is a good one. What do you think about the ending? Pretty a lot of debate over the ending.
dazzling and breathtaking, some would say.
Okay, we're getting back in the game here. Oh no. This is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in a movie theater. Saw this movie on a date. Awful date, by the way.
Tell us more, Tim.
Horrible date. You, Me, and Dupree. You, Me, and Dupree with Owen Wilson, Matt Dillon, Kate Hudson, Michael Douglas, where he's just sort of like that guy that won't move out of your house and is like happy to be wrecking your marriage.
Yikes.
You, Me, and Dupree. And the back cover art is awful. I mean, Owen Wilson showing up some midriff there on the couch.
Ew.
Yeah, this is an awful movie.
Wow.
And that was an awful date. All right,
I can't
next.
believe you went to see You, Me, and Dupree in the theaters.
Is EG even paying attention?
Yeah.
Because she's got to go up to the board because we just got insomnia.
Oh,
So there we go.
Oh my god.
We got a board pick. See, ever since I scolded Joe, things have changed.
This is like
Your
it's like
looks turned around.
Yeah.
it's like the same rules as like when you invite everybody to watch the big game. It's like no, the team was doing just fine until you showed up and started standing over by the crock pot.
Exactly. That's great. We are. You're ready, EG. Here we go. Here's your big moment. Stop. I want Joe to do it.
What?
Joe,
Oh,
stand
this is an
up.
honor.
I want you to mark through this. This is a big deal. All right. He's going up to the board. He's going to make it happen. In honor of Culver's Insomnia.
No, that's right.
Insomnia has been written through. Big round of applause, everybody. Yeah. All right, Joe, I really am kicking you out now. I appreciate you being here. We will see you again very soon.
Thank you for lunch.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. See, I wanted to kick Joe out while we were on a high.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you know this, I scolded him pretty bad right
Yeah,
there.
you did.
Like I went after him.
You kind of did.
And
I mean, he might not bring us lunch anymore, or he might not bring you lunch. I
think we're fine, Tyler.
think yeah, we're fine, EG.
I think we're good. All three of us are good, but this is a big hit. That was on the board.
That's exciting.
All right.
Does,
There you go.
does that, I don't know. I mean, it's just it's a glimmer of hope.
It is. The Great Northfield, Minnesota Raid.
The what?
What?
The Great Northfield, Minnesota Raid.
That sounds like a real yeah. I was gonna say that sounds like a true yeehaw western. And
Rolls off the tongue, doesn't
and
it?
that's exactly what it looks like.
The Great Northfield, Minnesota Raid.
Those Northfield boys.
This reminds me of that VeggieTales movie,
is-
Minnesota Cute.
Wait,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really the name of the movie we pulled.
Minnesota cute. I was thinking of the Pirates one. I was thinking, did we pull the Pirates that don't do anything? I don't remember that.
who's in this?
Robert, does it say Robert Duvall's in it or Robert on the
19
front?
Yeah, Robert Duvall.
Probably
Cliff
of an
Robertson.
assortment of people who auditioned for the Marlboro Man at one point.
This came out in 1972.
Yep. And later got put on DVD.
The Great Northfield, Minnesota Raid. Wow.
What we got?
A
Oh, I saw the title.
A movie with uncomfortable sex scenes.
Oh,
Yes.
fun.
Very uncomfortable.
This is not a good first date movie.
No.
Monsters Ball.
Monsters Ball.
Thought that was gonna be like a Disney Halloween movie. It's not.
This movie
No.
is, you got to be in the right headspace for this one here, Monsters Ball. But won Halle Berry a Academy Award.
Yes, it did.
Okay, next up, Dragon Slayer. I don't know anything more.
What
Um,
is that?
Dragon Slayer. I'm sure there's people who know. I don't know.
I mean, that looks like something that was made for $1. It's a
Yeah.
1981 film.
Mhm.
Definitely looks like it. It has Caitlin Clark. Whoa.
no
Uh,
way.
Different Caitlin Clark.
Yeah. Peter McNichol, Ralph Richardson, John Hallam, Chloe Solomon, Albert Samey, and a bunch of other people that we've never heard of. Apparently it's a Disney movie about someone who goes to kill a dragon. Oh yeah, the dragon in this is named Vermithrax pejorative.
Vermithrax?
Vermithrax pejorative.
Also rolls right off the tongue. This is a Jim Carrey movie that I would consider to be in the lower tier of Jim Carrey cinema. Fun with Dick and Jane.
I've actually never seen that.
You haven't missed anything
Okay.
from what I recall. But I believe they go on a bank robbery sort of, I think armed robbery sort of scheme there. And it's a dark comedy. I don't really like it. Okay. Hey,
Oh boy, can we get something good?
here's a plus. Not any duplicates from previous weeks. So that's a plus. This,
I don't think there was a problem with Joe.
you don't think it was Joe? Well, I mean, this is
We're at 33.
one of my favorite movies of all time, the director's cut of Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, good.
Wow, okay. I don't like this movie
We have
at
a
all.
we have a retro trailer reaction that we filmed for this that has a lot of sort of production history associated with this movie, and I absolutely adore this movie. I've already got a physical copy of it, but I once again threw away the case. So happy to have it.
I like that artwork on
Yeah,
it.
it's good. Good.
Not the worst musical I've ever seen, but you
Yeah.
know how I am with musicals.
I know now. From the director of Swingers, you have the movie Go.
No, I've heard of it.
Life begins at 3 a.m. Not according to Lance talking about his old morning routines on the show today on the next round.
I mean, that looks like it was taken on the set of an NSYNC video.
Yeah.
Just like,
This doesn't look
yeah,
good.
we'll borrow the same camera,
The
background.
Quote on the back from the Washington Post is, "Go is very, very funny."
That's awful.
So there.
What a quote!
I know.
I yawned listening to that.
Like, we need something. Tell us something about the movie. Fine. It was very, very funny.
Saber said "Go rules," so I
What?
trust. I trust
Okay.
he's helping us here. This is a box where Saber would add a lot to the history of all of these movies.
I've been looking at the chat, and he has been
Good.
like very enthusiastic about some of these.
Jackass #2 unrated.
Oh, let's go. That's the best pull of the day, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Jackass boys on their worst behavior. This is right before everybody said, you know what, we might die if we don't clean up our act now.
Parental advisory not intended for children.
Yes, correct.
So,
Didn't stop me though.
oh my god, what did you do?
I just watched it all the time
Oh,
as a kid. Oh, did you think I like imitated
Yeah.
the stuff? Oh, no.
And when you said it didn't stop you, I was like, oh, okay.
No.
slay.
There's a warning at the beginning that tells you not to imitate anything you see.
The Island with Scarlett Johansson and Ewan McGregor.
What is with all Scarlett Johansson in this?
This
Box.
has been a heavy Scarlett Johansson box. EG's right.
What is the second Scarlett Johansson movie we pulled?
Hold
gotten
on.
a few
We've
of
gotten a
them.
few, yeah.
What?
Hold on.
I don't know what you're talking about. I
Mm,
mean, I don't want to call you out here, but I don't think we pulled a single
Yes,
Scarlett.
we have. I've
We
literally
pulled
talked about it.
multiple, Tim.
The other sister.
Okay. So there are multiple Scarlett Johansson movies, and I just okay. I don't know. Anyway, we have at least one, and it is The Island. But I don't know if you're right. Here.
Berlin Girl?
The
other Boleyn girl, yeah.
Other
that has
Berlin
Scarlett
Girl?
Johansson in it?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Ghost World.
I was too harsh on
Yeah, Ghost World.
The thing is you're repeating everything so that way you do it to me and then on the microphone.
Yeah.
I was too harsh on Joe. I figured out y'all are the problem. It's not Joe. Joe, come back.
No.
Joe. Okay. Here we go.
Well, yeah, Joe, please come back. You're welcome anytime.
Okay. I was wrong on that. Haven't seen this movie. I've heard pretty good things called Draft Day with Kevin Costner.
Oh, yeah.
He's the GM of the Cleveland Browns in this, I believe.
Just fine.
It's just okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, that really ruined the hype that I had. At this point, Draft Day is a good
A lot
book.
of people really like Draft Day.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
wasn't crazy about it.
Okay.
What we get?
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of the better Robert Downey Jr. non-MCU movies that during that time of MCU that exists. And so
This and Iron Man is what brought him back.
Yeah. Sherlock Holmes.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten Grease on the board. I feel like we should have gotten that by now.
You think we're going to get a second board pull?
Yeah.
I really like that scene in Sherlock Holmes where he's like going over what he's gonna do to beat the guy up and like going through it in slow-mo and playing it all out, and then you see him do it.
This movie stars Sean Astin, Caleb Castile, John Voight, and Bubba from the Rick and Bubba Show, proud father of Hunter Bussey,
What?
Woodlawn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hunter,
I've seen that.
Hunter, would your dad be willing to sign this for us? And like we could,
That was in rotation at Mount Perrin because that was one that we could watch when subs were not around or when we had subs.
Yeah, Woodlawn. There we go. A
Wow.
lot of that, a lot of local talent in that one.
That's kind of ironic, but I guess
Yeah.
not really, considering we're
Moving on. Dennis Quaid in this one.
love Dennis.
Sharon Stone, Stephen Dorff in Cold Creek Manor.
Doesn't look like a movie I'd like.
Heart-pounding thriller is what it's called.
Nope.
But you love Dennis Quaid.
Yep.
How are we pulling the most unknown movies
I
from all
know.
of like these very well-known actors?
I made a mistake this time. I did not get a good box.
Because every movie you pull, you're like starring A-list number 1, A-list number 2 in this movie you've never heard of.
Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan star in You've Got Mail.
I've heard of that one.
I've heard that one, yeah.
I've seen this one. Is this the one where Meg Ryan is running the bookstore? Is that right?
I don't know.
I don't know. Because they had that one in Sleepless in Seattle, and I've
Yeah.
never seen either of them.
I think, yeah, she's a children's bookshop owner. I remember I've watched this for sure.
Not
You've
bad.
Got Mail. It was very fun. It was okay. It was, Sleepless in Seattle gets brought up a lot when it comes to those pairings.
I don't really like Tom Hanks.
Okay,
Ooh,
moving on.
There's a hot take there.
Yeah.
Ray Liotta stars in Turbulence.
Turbulence. It's a killer ride.
Never.
I like how It's a Killer Ride is several times bigger
Yeah.
than the word turbulence.
I thought that was the title. It's a
I
cute
thought
ride.
it was too.
Do we know anything about it?
Hollywood Reporter says it's Twister at 35,000 feet.
The tornado.
The Tornado Part 0.
How
There we go.
many do we have
Trying to
left?
visualize that. So are they like flying on a cross country flight and trying to avoid tornadoes the whole way?
I don't know.
Is that it?
No, that's not it.
Oh.
I'm not excited right now. I feel like the rest of the box is going to be just as disappointing as this overall box has been. I'm happy I got Insomnia. I'm really happy about that. But I mean, this has been a weak box. Weak box.
It's one of those things where it's not even like these awful movies. Some of them have been. They're just unknown movies.
Well, movies that have fallen into the realms of obscurity a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would.
Going back to it. Let's see how many more we got.
I'd rather take like Jeff Dunham and workout videos.
Oh, I'd much rather have Jeff Dunham. We can at least talk about that.
Yeah.
Got workout videos in this, remember?
I
Yep.
know. And that's,
Remember, there are
Wait,
workout
hold on.
videos. We got that.
We got one. I don't like that sound. What did we get? What did we get?
It's called the sexiest vampire movie since The Lost Boys.
are you serious?
It's called The Forsaken. It's a horror movie.
It.
I wouldn't have called The Lost Boys a sexy movie anyway, but to each their own.
They don't even put on the box who's in it. So I don't
Oh no.
know.
Oh, this is vintage.
Claire Smith and Brendan Fair. It'll scare the daylights out of you.
Kirk Douglas and Johnny Cash star in a gunfight.
Oh.
That I would actually give that a try.
Two legendary gunslingers meet for the first time in a small southwestern town. Down on their luck, they decide to capitalize on their celebrity by staging a real gunfight and selling tickets. A deep friendship develops between the two as the realization hits home that soon one man must die. So they go around going like, hey, everybody, buy tickets to this event. We're going to shoot at each other. And then they realize like, oh gosh,
Like each other.
we really sold a bunch of tickets. What do we do? Well, one of us is getting paid and one man must die.
Yeah, that sounds
It's
interesting.
got a
There we go.
6.3 on IMDb.
That's interesting.
Care to guess what the Forsaken is rated on Rotten Tomatoes? Got 0 to 100.
I'm going to say it's at 10%.
You're close. It's a 7.
7, yeah. Okay. Robert Redford, Demi Moore, Woody Harrelson in the movie Indecent Proposal. Now, Demi Moore has been right back up there and, could win Best Actress at the Oscars this year. This is a movie that I'm going to give a try. Powerfully seductive, $1 million, one night, no questions asked.
All right.
I have no more questions. There we go.
I have a lot of questions.
All right. Here we go. Next. Broderick Crawford, John Ireland, and Joanne Drew star in
Who
All
are they?
the Kingsmen. All the Kingsmen. Winner of 3 1949 Academy Awards.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know. Let's see. It won Best Supporting Actress, Best Actor, and Best Picture. So, Best Picture winner.
Hey, there we go.
All the Kings.
I'll take
Oh,
it.
Did I say All the Kingsmen?
Yeah, you did.
All the King's Men.
all
That's much better.
the King's Men.
All
Okay.
the King's
Yeah.
Men.
And all
It's not
the
it's
King's
not one that'll connect to the
horses.
Argyle universe.
Oh no.
No, I got a 4-film collection. I was reading all the films. Tyler Perry's I Can Do Bad All by Myself.
Oh no.
Tyler Perry's Medea's Witness Protection.
Okay.
Oh no.
Tyler Perry's Why Did I Get Married? Tyler Perry's Why Did I Get Married Too?
That's not my favorite Medea
Not
movie.
another church movie.
I like Medea
See-
Goes to Jail better.
Medea Goes to Jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the lowest rated Medea movie
It really
out of all of
was.
them.
It really was.
Oh man, I don't like Tyler Perry movies, but somehow the parody of Tyler Perry movies was worse. Not another church movie.
Okay. Here we go. Next. It's a 5-film collection.
Oh,
Oh.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson stars in San Andreas.
um,
Got the remake to Poseidon. It was called The Poseidon Adventure. This one's just called Poseidon. Got a movie called Into the Storm. Chris Hemsworth in the Heart of the Sea, which is a whale movie. And then we have The Perfect Storm with George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg, I believe.
it's all like storm survival movies.
The 5-film Warner Brothers collection of survival movies.
That's like one of the worst genres. It's from top to bottom.
Let me see here. 3 different discs? 3
Yikes.
different discs. Perfect Storm's the only one on its own disc.
Oh no.
Pavlik said we couldn't even get we couldn't even get Boo a Medea Halloween.
There you
Oh,
So, guys, this box. What to expect when you're expecting.
Oh, but this is a repeat, and the last one was bootlegged, wasn't it?
We haven't gotten this one. We have not gotten this one.
Baby mama or baby daddy we got.
Baby Mama was
Baby
bootlegged,
Mama.
yeah. But this is very similar vein, so I give you that.
Yeah,
What to expect when you're expecting.
not really the best, but
oh,
Let me tell you what you should expect when you go to Alabama Dental Associates, and that is not being able to help with any sort of pregnancy issue that you may or may not be having with what to expect when you're expecting. But I'll tell you what you can expect. You can expect excellent feels at the dentist's office. When you walk in, you're met by a friendly staff, friendliest staff in town at Alabama Dental. You also have the finest dentist in town when it comes to taking care of all of your dental health needs. That would be Dr. Jeff, Dr. Brian, and Dr. Nolan over at Alabama Dental Associates, providing all sorts of services and making sure that you are once again a part of those regular cleanings. If you've been out of the loop here for a while, they'll bring you back in and get you back in tip-top shape there. At Alabama Dental Associates, for more information or to make an appointment, call them 205-956-8977 or visit alabamadental.com, where they look forward to seeing you. All right, here's what to expect when you're expecting. I was expecting a good box. I was
yeah.
wrong. We got spoiled. We got
Was that it?
spoiled. No, there's more. We got spoiled because the past 2 weeks have been great.
Like iconic.
Yeah. And this week, not so much.
what we got?
Funny story about this movie. This is a movie called Mr. Brooks. Kevin Costner, it's got William Hurt in there, and also Demi Moore. Once again, Mr. Brooks. Now, what's interesting about this is I did not go see Mr. Brooks. I went to go see some other movie at the Dollar Movies. However, I remember there was a woman that had just gotten out of Mr. Brooks,
Oh no.
and I was in a situation where she was parked too close to my driver's side door, to where
Can't get in.
I could not get into my own vehicle. You ever had that happen?
Yes.
Somebody parks too close, you can't get in. And I definitely wasn't
Yeah,
squeezing
yeah.
in.
I can kind of shimmy through
Yeah.
and crawl into my car. That's not an option for you though, buddy.
She was loud and proud about Mr. Brooks. I just went to go see Mr. Brooks with Kevin Costner. Oh my gosh, Mr. Brooks. And I'm walking out there with her. And once again, she's in the car to my left, and I am blocked in to where I can't get into my Toyota Camry at the time, which was not
That's
a
a sight.
great fit to begin with, but it was a hand-me-down, and I took it, and it was a tight squeeze. So anyway, so I'm waiting there. Well, she starts to smoke a cigarette.
Oh no.
Okay, so I'm stuck there waiting for her to get done with her cigarette, raving about Mr. Brooks, just talking about how this is the movie of the year. Okay, and I She finally gets in her van, and
Man.
it was a van, and she starts to drive, and I get into my car, and I promise you, I
Yeah.
promise, it doesn't seem like it maybe. I wasn't angry, but I was very much aware of like, okay, you know, I'm having to wait impatiently. When I get into my car, I slip off the top of the steering wheel onto the horn, and it goes, "Meow," So I slip off the steering wheel onto the horn. She stops dead in her tracks with the van like 10 yards ahead. Like, who's honking at me? And she looks back and she sees me. And I'm like, and she thought I honked at her because I was
Yeah.
upset I couldn't get in my car.
Yeah.
I literally had just slipped because I was a giant getting into a
Right,
Toyota Camry.
right.
I slip. I start my car. She circles back around and she starts to follow me. She starts to follow me for like 2 miles. She's following me. And I pulled out my phone and was like, because I didn't know what was about to happen. She was angry. She like swept around and like got right behind me, and I'm driving out and she's following me. And I get out my phone and I show like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm getting out my phone because I'm gotta call the cops. I mean, I don't know what else to do. She's trailing me. She's raving about this damn movie, Mr. Brooks, smoking her camel, and she's chasing me down the highway. And all I did was slip onto my horn.
That is awful.
Anyway, when she saw the phone, she dipped out. But I mean, she was violently
How was she?
tailgating me.
Was she like an intimidating looking woman?
I mean, she was like a woman that you wouldn't want to mess with her and her pet ferret. That kind of woman.
Yep.
And she had a husband with her. Her husband was with her too, if I remember.
Oh
Her
wow.
husband was with her too, but he was definitely not the muscle in the family.
Yeah.
She was anyway, Mr. Brooks. I've never seen it, but I remember she loved it, and there we go. Anyway, that story was not something I expected.
That's funny.
Next.
Ooh, wait. Have you read what this is about? That kind of adds like some funniness to your story.
Yeah, what is Mr. Brooks about?
Earl Brooks has a thriving business, a devoted wife, a loving daughter, and a terrible secret. He's a psychopathic serial killer, and no one has ever suspected him. Unable to control his horrific addiction, Brooks gives in to his sadistic, all too real alter ego and succumbs to his murderous urges.
Mm. Well, maybe
So
that's why
it's-
she was.
So it's Dexter with Kevin Costner?
Sounds like it.
She's feeling inspired.
She was angry. She was hostile. She was volatile.
She got in the car and was like, ooh, I could follow him home. I got some duct tape.
Yeah. And I don't want to, oh, EG, you about jinged. That's barely hanging on there. But yeah, she was not a woman of high character. Move on to this. A guy thing.
Never heard of it.
What?
This sounds like something Xavier would know about. Jason Lee, Julia Stiles, Selma Blair. In the movie A Guy Thing, he finally found the perfect girl, and then it's got an S in parentheses. So I guess he's
Oh.
got to choose between the two. But there we go.
That looks.
Jason Lee was he was in Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Selma Blair was in Legally Blonde.
And then Cruel Intentions.
Joe left at the right time. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Honestly, it has not gotten better.
How many more do we have?
I don't know.
Okay. A Night at the Roxbury.
Hey!
Not a bad pull. There you go, Tyler.
All right.
That's all.
I should stop because Chris Kattan doesn't even like talking about Night at the Roxbury anymore.
Yeah.
He's done with it.
I think
That's 53 right there.
Chris Kattan, worst roundtable guest ever.
That is what is been confirmed, I believe.
This was 53.
I don't know how many more I got.
I think Eric Estrada is another one that didn't go very well.
I've got two more.
Chris Kattan also did not go well. He didn't want to talk about anything SNL, anything Night at the Roxbury, and what else do you talk to Chris Kattan about?
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, we've got a 4-movie marathon. These are all James Stewart westerns.
Oh.
Bend of the River, Far Country, Night Passage, Rare Breed.
Never heard of a single one of those.
There we go.
They all look like the same movie, though.
I didn't go watch Horizon with Kevin Costner. Not about to pop these in.
These
If
might be a good eBay person.
If you're a big fan of Westerns, hit me up. I'll get you a great deal on everything we pulled. Okay.
Are we going to
Alright.
hit the light
This is the
potentially?
last one. No, this is the last
Oh,
one.
dang
I'm not going
it.
to hit the light.
I want to hit the light.
Okay.
You are very close to that light.
I'm not going to hit it. My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Oh, that's not a bad one. But, I mean,
I'm glad it's this one and not the sequel, but let me tell
Yeah.
you, this is the dustiest DVD
ew.
we've had
So
yet,
I
I think.
probably won't touch it.
There's a whole bit in My Big Fat Greek Wedding about a woman who puts Windex on everything.
And that's the thing.
This one needs it.
Yeah.
This one needs it.
You
Anyway,
can
there
just
you
put
go.
it back in the box.
Oh, there you go. EJ,
No,
take that.
No, I'm not.
At
We're gonna
least
see if it
it's
can
not
hit
a
the
copy
light.
No, it's
of
not going to hit the light. Ew.
Just grab it and let's be done with this. Okay.
At least it's not a copy of Get Him to the Greek. That's got Diddy in it.
I'd rather watch that.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh. Can you imagine if that topples over on EG right now? How, like, can you just make sure the camera's on her if that was to happen?
It's
Anyway.
swaying.
It is. I mean, I don't know what it is about your stacks, but you give up about 3/4 of the way up and you're just like,
Yeah, I
you know
kind of
what?
let it go where it wants to go.
You like danger.
I do.
So this box,
Sucked.
yep. Overall, it sucked. And I'm trying to think of final grades for this box. But out of 5,
1.
or I think
0.5.
we do letter grades for the boxes. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Letter grades for the boxes. So last week was an A- for me.
This is it's not, to me, it's just like, it's a D-. Like, it's just like, ugh.
It's a D+ for me, I think. I did pull Insomnia, which is the
Yeah.
movie I love.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Shop of Horrors, but I already had a copy. You know, I didn't necessarily need another one. But anyway, D+ for me. Tyler, what would you grade this box?
D-.
D-.
Other than like I think Jackass #2, there's really not anything I'm particularly fond of in this fat stack of DVDs.
I'm not thrilled about it. Tyler, what you got with the chat? I know that they've been pretty active throughout today's show. We appreciate all of you.
Yes, they have been very active in today's show. We appreciate all the conversation. We got somebody joining us for the first time, 22 Comics, saying, "Hold up, y'all are from Alabama?" Yes, we are located here in Birmingham. And he says he was clued in when we were talking about the Woodlawn movie.
Yeah.
And he also says Jason Lee is coming to Huntsville.
Really?
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Okay.
Got My Name is Earl. That was a good show.
Yeah. That's we all
Something.
ingested so much dust off of that My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Ew.
If the coroner asks cause of death, My Big Fat Greek Wedding DVD. I want you
Okay.
to write them. I want you to have them write that on the death certificate.
All
But,
right. Let's see. Oh, Hunter says, speaking of Huntsville, the Fantastic Forecast was at the Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville for the trailer launch event.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I didn't see that, so that's really cool.
Tyler and I both really liked the trailer.
Oh yeah.
And so that was good. That was yesterday's episode. Check that out if you missed it. But guys, there's no other way to sum up this DVD mystery box than a complete miss. How many Blu-rays? None.
None.
How many television series?
None.
None. I mean,
Well, we
Oh.
went from La La Land and Game of Thrones in one box to this.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a disappointing one for sure. I'm gonna have to maybe reevaluate some of my strategies.
Yeah, I think so.
Especially being in the store yelling to everybody, "This is such a
This
great
is
deal!"
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw in the chat 22 comments. 22 Comics says, "Y'all know my guy Brian Pavlik too. I am struggling to read today." So, you'll really like tomorrow's show because he'll be here talking about all of his favorite Super Bowl performances.
Yes, those halftime performances that have been iconic throughout the years. Brian's going to have a full layout of that, and we are going to recover from what was the first disappointing mystery box of the past 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Total, definitely the most disappointing mystery box of February, considering it's the first. The bar is set really low for this month.
Yeah.
Will we be able to bounce back? We're going to have to see. But
See, I would grade this one at an F because there's just so many bad ones. And the bad ones in here aren't even ones that we can really talk about or make fun of in any way. It's just like, yeah, here's a 2 out of 10 movie that was released in the early 2000s. Here's another 2
Yeah.
out of 10 movie that was released in the early 2000s.
Yeah. At least there were no repeats, so that's nice. But
True.
I hope there's no repeats moving forward because I don't want any of these for sure again a second time. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us here on The Meltdown today with this DVD mystery box pull. Please, in the comment section below, leave your grade for this. What's your letter grade for this box? Maybe we're misreading it. Maybe there's so many classics in this that you love that we just are completely discounting. Let us know in the comment section. For everybody here at The Meltdown, we encourage you to head on over to MyBookie at mybookie.ag. You can bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. That is mybookie.ag. Go ahead and be a winner there by using promo code NEXTROUND for that first time deposit bonus when you sign up, and bet on anything, anywhere, anytime with either the sports betting, or you can use their live casino services there at mybookie.ag. We'll be back tomorrow with our good buddy Brian Pavlik, 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern.